Hello everyone, my name is Devashish and I welcome you all to this video. So in this video, I'm going to show how can you use Winappdbg to enumerate a Windows process, threads and modules. So before we start with Winappdbg, I'm going to first show you how can you do the same using WinDBG. So as usual, I'm going to show you by debugging Notepad. So as you can see, I have launched Notepad and I'm going to attach Notepad with WinDBG. I'll set a breakpoint at as usual. I'll try to trigger that breakpoint. Yeah, the breakpoint is hit. Now under WinDBG, if you want to list down all the threads in that current process, you use this command. So as you can see, it has dumped all the threads, and if you want to dump bit more information about the threads, you can use this command. So as you can see, it has a lot of other information as well. uh, which one is the initiator and everything. And to be able to dump the loaded module in WinDBG, you can use lm command. Lm command actually dumps all the loaded module and their base addresses. As you can see, this is the start address, this is the end address, and this is the module name. And this kind of gives you where exactly in the process memory the module is loaded. So this is the base image and every other things. So now we are going to see how can we achieve the same thing using WinAppDbg. So let's detach this notepad process, and we'll keep the WinDBG open to so that we can kind of tally this both the output later on once we have the WinAppDbg output. Okay, so so this is all. The script looks almost the same. I have made some minor modification. I'm going to go through it, what all changes I have made. So this is as usual our my message box breakpoint handler. So the code is only going to execute when this breakpoint is hit. So this portion is almost same. If you have seen my previous videos, we are actually getting the PID of this current process, and then we are actually creating a process object. So once you create the process object, it gives it gives you more access to that particular process. We can actually we in my previous tutorial we have seen how can you read write to the process memory using this process object. So the process object also exposes an API which is known iter thread. So iter thread actually help you iterate all the available running threads in that particular process. So we are simply actually writing a for loop here for thread in process.iterthreads, and we are actually printing the thread ID here from this particular thread object, and also we are printing the thread context of each thread. This is what we are doing here. So the next portion is enumerating the loaded modules. So how would we do that? The process object also exposes an API which is known as iter modules. So you simply pass it to your for loop, and you actually try to iterate through that. Whatever it returns, it actually returns a lot of it returns module object. So now we are actually iterating through this module object. As you can see, we are trying to print the base address of that module, and we are printing the file name. And this bits function actually returns whether this process.getBits actually return the architecture, whether it's a 32-bit process or 64-bit process. Since the size of address changes for 32-bit and 64-bit process, we have to specifically mention that in the hex dump when you actually pass it to the hex dump API. So since it is 64, it is going to return 64, and that will be pushed here, so that we get 64-bit address. And later we are detaching that from that process once we got all the information. So now let's run our script. We need that PID is 9088. Yes, 9088. we'll have to add it here, 9088. Now if we run that, DLL and thread enum attaching to process, we'll have to trigger that message box call. As you can see, it has dumped all the information for us, and it has exit. The process is gone. Now let's see what result we have got in WinDBG. And so here you can see the first thread ID is 21C8. So, and here you got 8648. Now if you 21C8, as you can see, this is basically, here we are actually printing that decimal thing, the TID, thread ID, and here we are getting it in hex format. So that actually, which means we got the right thread information. Uh, and later on, it has printed the thread context, and here is the list of modules, loaded modules. So we'll verify just the main. So as you can see, wintypes.tll, it is loaded at this address. So if we just quickly search it here, wintypes.tll, and here you go. This is the address, as you can see here. I mean, it is the exact same address, as you can see. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. I'll be uploading a few more videos as well on Winappdbg. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, you may want to subscribe to it. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.